everybody. This is Threshold Training's at-home workout for Wednesday, May 27th. Hopefully by now we're able to feel our legs and our arms after Monday's Memorial Day Murph workout. So today we have two different parts that we're going to get through. We're going to start with some single arm and single leg control work up front, and then at the end we're going to get into our conditioning portion. So the workout at the end was created by the training plan, and we've adapted it based on our programming needs. So our first part, we're going to start with every 90 seconds for 12 minutes or 6 sets. We're going to do 5 per leg of a single leg RDL and then 1 per arm of a Turkish get-up. So the 90-second intervals are designed to give you enough time to perform these two movements. And these two movements are not designed to be done fast, they're designed to be done slow and controlled. So you will perform 5 reps of that single leg deadlift, 5 per leg, within the 90-second window. If you finish in 60 seconds, you then have 30 seconds of rest. Same thing for the Turkish get-up. So demonstrate. For the single leg RDL, you just need an object such as a dumbbell, backpack, a brick, cinder block, or something similar. It doesn't have to be very heavy. We're more focused on the control of the movement and the speed than we are of the load. So single leg dumbbell RDL looks like this. I'm going to stand on one leg, so I'm going to shift my body over to one leg, slightly bend my knee, and then I'm going to slowly come down my body like I'm reaching towards my toe, and then I'm going to come back up. Notice how slow I'm going. Okay, the prescribed tempo: down, 2, hold, back up, hold, down, 2, hold, back up. Okay. So that is the single leg RDL. Again, a couple different key points. Opposite hand holds the dumbbell of the standing leg. Okay, so if you're standing on your right leg, take your left hand and slide it down the leg with the weight. And secondly, if you have trouble with these, okay, you can keep your back toe on the ground and slide it as you work your way down towards the end of the RDL, and then work your way back up. Okay. If you want to practice, take your hand that would hold the weight, slide it down the leg, going slow, and then come back up. Okay, so it's just a good way to practice those positions and the control during the movement. From there, we're going to go to our Turkish get-up. So Turkish get-up is designed to be a segmented movement, at least in our variation. Right? So make sure you pause at each step to make sure that the weight is controlled and it stays over your shoulder. So how it's going to look, you're going to start on the ground, okay, with the weight over your shoulder. The opposite leg is going to be straight. The opposite arm is going to be down on the ground. You are going to roll on the elbow that does not have the weight. Okay. Notice the weight stays over my shoulder. I'm going to straighten the arm that's on the ground. From here, I'm going to support myself on the leg that's bent and the hand that's on the ground. So I'm going to lift my hips up. I'm going to take my leg that's straight and bend it so that it comes underneath me. This will support myself as I side bend to come straight with my torso. And now I'm at the bottom of a lunge position, and I will stand to come to a standing position. From here, I will step my right leg back because the weight is in the left hand. I will take my right hand, come to the ground. I will take my back leg that's underneath me and bring it out in front. I will lower my hips. I will come back to my elbow, and slowly roll back to the ground. If this movement is unfamiliar or it's been a while since you've done it, what I would do to start is start without load, or start with your shoe or a pillow or something similar to reinforce balance and stability as you're going through the Turkish get-up. So again, you should have noticed that as I went through, I kind of paused at each position to really ensure that the weight was not going all over the place and it was staying stacked over my shoulder. So again, that's the Turkish get-up. We will alternate between the single leg RDL and the Turkish get-up 6 times total, or 6 times per movement. From here, we're going to get into our conditioning portion. So our conditioning portion is 3 rounds for time. You are resting 1 minute in between rounds. This will allow you to reorganize and get ready for the next round. It is designed to be done at a conversational pace. If you need to change that based on how you're feeling, okay, feel free to personalize your intensity. Okay, but it is not designed to be an all-out effort. We're going to start with 8 per arm of alternating dumbbell snatch. If you have a barbell, you're going to do 10 reps at 63, 95 pounds for males, 63 pounds for females. And if you're doing a body weight variation, we just want you to perform a hinging-like movement, so like a good morning wrap. You can bear hug something, doesn't have to be a lot of weight, but we're just hinging at the waist, okay, and performing 10 reps like so. We'll then move into 20 total one-arm dumbbell suitcase walking lunges. We will then do a 400-meter run, 500-meter row, 1,000-meter bike, 35 burpees or 150 double unders, 20 more total walking lunges with that weight in your hands, suitcase style, and then 8 per arm of a dumbbell snatch. So kind of like a flying V. You're going up the ladder, down the ladder. So movement-wise, dumbbell snatch, you will alternate arms. You can switch in the air or on the floor. Dumbbell snatch looks like this. So I'm approaching the dumbbell in between my feet. My hips get lower than my shoulders. I'm going to wait to bend my elbow until I launch through the hip and then land up overhead. Okay, so right there I did a power snatch. So that is a variation that you can do, or you can do a regular muscle snatch like so. Okay, both hexes do have to touch the ground before you can do the next repetition. If you were doing a regular snatch, okay, you were taking the barbell, okay, hips are below the shoulders, okay, barbell's kind of cutting your foot in half, and then you are bringing it up to your waist, launching the bar, catching it underneath with locked out elbows. Our walking lunges for today, dumbbells in a suitcase position. You will step forward so that your knee's right over that ankle, or maybe a little in front. Back knee will just gently touch the ground, and then you will come back to standing. You may do these in place if you don't have enough space to walk around. If you have a barbell, keep the same weight as the snatch. You will just hold the barbell in a back rack position as you do your walking lunges. We will then go to our run, bike, row, burpee, or double under, and work our way back down the ladder. Right, that's our workout for Wednesday. Stay cool. Okay, a couple key tips for doing workouts in hot weather. Okay, wear light clothing, have water nearby, have shade nearby. Do it in the beginning or towards the end of the day versus that mid-afternoon where the temperature is the hottest. And enjoy your workout. If you get outside and enjoy the sun, awesome. If not, you can always do it in a cool, dry place inside.